Hey, thank you for watching my channel. I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the mother of twins. If this is your first time watching, thank you so much for being here. I hope you like the content. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. It'll put your energy in these card decks, and you never know, next time you come watch a video, your very own energy will be in here, and you'll think it's a personal reading just for you. Thank you, tribe, so much for all you do for me, for yourselves. Thank you for the comment section that stays high vibrational. Thank you for your support for me and this channel on this platform. Listen, if you've been following my videos, and I know if you're a tribe, you have been. I'm pulling divine masculine energy, of course. You clicked on the video, you know what this is. But look what they have. Look what the divine masculine has. The same card as divine feminine energy from yesterday, okay? So this is the full moon in Aquarius. I do believe that you are dealing with an Aquarian, or you are an Aquarius person watching. Probably is you, divine feminine, right? But this is the energy of your person. Show the world the real you. And I'm just so tickled because I've been having some talks about several people that say, couldn't the divine masculine, some of the readings you're doing is like, that's divine masculine energy. That's not divine feminine. And I just tell my spirit guys, can you handle that? But it is. Listen, we are twins, right? We're twinning. So, of course, we mirror each other. So it makes sense that our energies would be interchangeable or you know, mimic one another. How about that? But check this out. So his major arcana, his or her, I'm sorry, it's just energy. But your divine masculine major arcana is the Emperor. You love to see this. Now, yes, true. Some of them are very stubborn. Because when you have the Emperor card, you know that the Emperor could be stubborn, or the Emperor could be a father, you know, somebody that is in charge of a family, or like a patriarch, right? The patriarchal archetype, okay? But anyway, the Emperor is all about authority and structure. It's about learning the rules. Like I said, structure. I feel like this masculine, or these masculines I'm channeling for, are really finding themselves bringing balance and structure to their lives and moving in their authority. They're starting to understand the power of their influence and the power of their voice. They're starting to understand the value of their words and the value of their opinion. So they are they're really feeling themselves right now. If you look at this Emperor, look at how he looks. He's carrying the scrolls of knowledge, right? He's all dressed up in his little toga and carrying on with the little red, you know, symbolizing, because usually different colors symbolize different things, what they are. I don't know why I feel like a scholar with this, and I feel like your divine masculine loves to read, probably devours books. I feel like your divine masculine is now understanding, or even getting an interest in astrology, probably because of you, divine feminine. I feel like they've really crossed a bridge. They've crossed a bridge into their manhood. So if you've been dealing with an somewhat immature, or a somewhat, let me just be real, cowardly divine masculine, and I really feel like he's standing in his power. Also, the Emperor means when you leave mother, like leave that, you might have been dealing with a mama's boy, a little bit of a scared to leave the nest, right? I don't know. You get in where you fit in. It could even be with the mother of their children, and they were, you know, very comfortable in a situation, but they're like, you know what? I could stand on my own. I really feel like these divine masculines that I'm channeling for in this instance, they are standing on their own. They're finding their footing. They're finding their strength and power, and they're learning the way the world works. And the world does not work by sitting back, or the world does not work by allowing other people to dictate your actions, your comings and goings, you know, coming in and going out. You know what I mean? So I really feel, I can't, how many times have I said I really feel? But I really feel that these divine masculines are standing in their power. They're coming up as the Emperor, and that's beautiful. All right. And so they're ready to show the world who they really are. Again, they're ready to show the world who they realize. So far we have Aquarius and Aries out here. All right, we just had 3 cards come out because they wanted to really bad. We have the Queen of Swords, we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the High Priestess. And we already said what the High Priestess energy is. That's that unrealized potential, waiting for something to activate it before it's expressed. And like I said, some of these masculines were coming out of maybe a very controlling situation with this Queen of Swords here. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. Also, 5 of Cups is out here with the Scorpio energy right here. But they were coming out of a situation probably dealing with this Queen of Swords, because you can see right here, there's a lot of remorse, there's a lot of sadness. You know, maybe they couldn't be their true selves. Maybe they couldn't say what they wanted to say, do what they wanted to do, because they were may have been controlled. And I don't know why I'm picking up a very controlling energy from this Queen of Swords, more so than a woman who, you know, states her boundaries. And, you know, because a Queen of Swords actually is just a very forthright communicator, a woman that doesn't play any games. You know, she doesn't play. But I'm feeling some controlling energy coming off this card. That's probably why the masculine is showing up as an emperor, because this is the high priestess card out here, and which is a number 2, right? So again, about balance and harmony, coming into balance, coming into understanding who you are, balancing the scales. Even I know it's not a Libra card, but just hear the message. But this masculine, I really feel that with the high priestess card, this major arcana simply means that there's something subconsciously inside of you. You don't have an awareness of it until something comes to awaken it. You know what I mean? Until something happens and all of a sudden you go, oh, for instance, if you were in a controlling, if this masculine was in a controlling situation that you're aware of, they had a very domineering, very controlling, very powerful, let's be real, very powerful woman, man, as their person, as their partner, then they are like, they're not having it anymore. That power and that control and that dominance activated this masculine into standing on his own 2 feet, saying, no. I'm making my own rules. I'm calling my own shots now. I'm in charge. Okay, I feel like that Hustle and Flow movie when he said, Lola, you're in charge. He said, I'm in charge, D. I'm in charge, D. Who's this? Somebody masculine named D? Y'all call him D? Is he known in the gates as D? But anyway, I'm in charge. But that's what this card is. I'm in charge. I'm in charge now. I'm calling the shots. Okay, like I said with this Queen of Swords, and we'll clarify, but this Queen of Swords sitting right next to the Five of Cups, yeah, that's somebody that was dealing with somebody that was really, really harsh with them, very controlled. And look, he turned his back on the person too, because that's how the cards came out. But, I'm sorry, he did not. That's how I picked them up. Actually, it came out like this. So, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's somebody telling somebody what for. Look at that. What? Look at that Queen of Swords. What? What? What you think? You think you're going to do what? You going to where? You know what I mean? And she's probably highly intuitive, because look at that. Look at that bird. This Queen of Swords is probably highly intuitive, too. You know what I mean? So, what do I see? Yeah. Yeah, always thought she was on top of him. Look at the clouds around the Queen of Swords. Always thought that she was in charge, higher. It's definitely a low self-esteem. Your masculine was probably dealing with somebody that really, really berated them, attacked their self-esteem, attacked their manhood, probably made them feel like they could never do anything right. Look at the spilled cups. You know what I mean? They probably had very cutting, biting words. They were very harsh with their words, because look at the blood spilling out of the cups. You know what I mean? Just very, So anyway, look at the slumped shoulders. That's that low self-esteem, maybe a little self-loathing, maybe a little low-grade depression even. I'm reading all that off of those cards, right? But now, there's an activation that has happened. The intuition has been activated, and there's an awakening that's happening. It's saying, I'm in charge, okay? Show the world the real you. Show the world the real you, especially this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords probably got an earful around the full moon, this last full moon. I think that was July 5th. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but whenever the last full moon is, I know it wasn't in Aquarius, but the last full moon, I feel like this Queen of Swords got a whole, got her whole life together, because this masculine, this emperor, set it up. Okay, energy. Give me... What else after the High Priestess? Ooh, whoa, whoa. Did y'all see that? 3 jumped out and 1 fell on the floor. I told y'all it might have been an explosion, a verbal explosion, or some kind of argument, some kind of breakout. You know what I mean? Because those cards exploded out of my hand when I was shuffling King of Pentacles. And another thing, he got his money right. And so watch this. With this Queen of Swords energy right here, talking to this masculine in any kind of way, probably financial control too, you know what I mean? With the Queen of Swords, probably control the money as well, right? Or whoever, like, it doesn't have to be another person, but it could be a mom or something, just something was controlling your masculine and making them feel less than a man. And that control just got to be too much to bear, right? And so they began to tap in their intuition, and they got their money together, because whatever this was, with this High Priestess touching the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy here, but with this High Priestess, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Yeah, so Taurus twice now. But it activated this divine masculine, to get his money right, and now he's showing up as a King of Pentacles. There's no page right here. This is a King of Pentacles, meaning he's solid now. He probably started a business. He probably I don't know, invested, or got a promotion at his job, but his money is better. His money is a lot better. He's coming up as a King of Pentacles, especially, so you're worried, concerned about your divine masculine and their money situation, and when this will ever change. His money is here. His money's in. The Moon card is out here. This is something that you probably don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the moon is touching the King of Pentacles. So this is probably something you don't know, Pisces energy here, but you know what the moon represents in the major arcana. The moon comes between the what? The star and the sun, right? So between the, you're no longer hidden. Boom. I think the Divine Feminine had this card too. No longer hidden, because they're showing the world the real you, right? Then the moon comes with coming out of the illusion and the distortion and the mental clarity. You know what I mean? And it also can represent fears. And we'll see what comes after this card. Well, actually, let's look at it. The 8 of Wands. So, right. So there's coming out of the fear, coming out of the illusion of probably the situation they were in where they were berated by a Queen of Swords energy. Just because remember, it's just an energy. It doesn't have to be a woman, but it's an energy that fighting, exacting, bold, domineering. I'm gonna say, yeah, you know, I'm gonna say it, you know, just controlling, I keep hearing dominate, domineering. But anyway, they're coming out of the fear, right? And now they're ready to talk. They're ready to move. 8 of Wands represents movement, travel. It represents communication. It represents passionate energy flowing in the right direction. And these are also called the arrows of love. So put that right there. Right. Yeah. Look how the cards lay. living like this, it's time for a change. See the way the cards are touching each other? Dealing with this kind of energy right here and feeling this way inside, it prompted a change. 8 is about what? Authority and power. That's what 8s are about. 8s are also about new beginnings. Okay? So like I said, the Emperor, I'm in charge, D. The Emperor is on the move, right? The Emperor is on the move. So give me 2 more cards and then we'll clarify. We'll be about here. Boom. 8 of Swords. Boom. Felt very bound by what was spoken to them, right? What was spoken to them probably had a lot of fear, especially with the Moon card, right? What was spoken to them had a lot of fears and were trapped in their own minds. And like I said, they could have left at any moment. They could have, you know, they could have gone. They could have stood on their own at any moment, but their mind kept them bound. Why? Because they had a lot of fears around it. They were very, very unsure of how they were going to live, probably with the King of Pentacles out here. Their money probably was a little sparse, a little scarce, you know what I mean? And so they had to wait. They had to get rid of the distortions and the illusions and just really come into their own Emperor, and it looks like they did. And 8 of Swords energies out here, they were bound by that, by their stinking thinking, and boom. Fool card. Like I said, Fool is what? That's starting the journey all over. That is like a newborn baby, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, trusting the divine, trusting themselves. This Emperor now, because of the authority and the power that he knows that he has, because he's tested it. Don't think he didn't test it. Don't think he didn't try it, because he probably stood up to that Queen of Swords and said, no, 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 or something like that. But whatever it was, it prompted this new way of being, this leap of faith that he's taking, you know. And I love that. I love that energy. Okay, so let's clarify. Let's put one on the Queen of Swords. And then we'll put one on the King of Pentacles. Whoa, that's a lot. That's too many messages, y'all. Don't get mad at me. I'm putting them all back in, because my spirit guys know. Let me just calm my energy down. My spirit guys like, give it all, give them all, give it, you know. Okay, but can I just have one card per? Because we'll be here forever. Thank you guys. I just make it plain to me. Thank you. The Page of Pentacles just came out. Yep, I told y'all. Page of Pentacles. That's new. Didn't I say that? The King of Pentacles is out here too. And I said they didn't come up as a page. When they were dealing with this person, it was like it was childlike. And this Queen of Swords probably gave a lot of money, or were the financial support, because you see that pentacle there. But Page of Pentacles is about starting something new. It's about laying a new foundation, or you know, of the beginnings of something, the beginnings. But I am reading this card as, like I said, that child, like that page, because pages do represent children. And I really feel like this Queen of Swords treated this masculine very childlike. And they probably even doled out money. This masculine probably even had an allowance. I don't know. But what I'm saying is the masculines that I'm channeling for in this particular reading, you know, they also stood up to them, like, and started a new beginning with their money. This Queen of Swords prompted this Emperor to start something new in order to make his own money. Page of Pentacles there. All right, give me the King of Pentacles. right? So if you're masculine, if you know, started a new business like a car wash, a detailing service, if he started, I don't know, something about it. If he's a painter, I don't know, an artist. I'm seeing an artist, and I've said like doing murals or sculpting, and maybe CDL. I'm hearing truck driving. I don't know why I'm hearing lifeguard again. Look at that. And the King of Pentacles is clarified by the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, right? So Sagittarius energy. And this is all, what is the Temperance card about? You remember Temperance is balance. Temperance is harmony. Temperance also means healing. Temperance could also mean self-control. Like I said, as an emperor, you have to have self-control in order to boss up. You got to start to control those emotions. And the Temperance card comes after death. So like I said, it's an old way of being ended, right? And something new began, okay? And so the death card and the Temperance falls between the devil. This is all about being bound by something that you kind of, you know, money, greed, sex, and everything. But with the Temperance here, this is about balance and health and equilibrium. You know what I mean? It's the softer version of the Chariot. You know, the Chariot is like, rah, rah, go, go, go. You know, like Eight of Wands energy, which is out here. But the Temperance is like slow and steady, almost like the Knight of Pentacles. But it's like, I'm going to be balanced. I've experienced all these extremes, and now I'm coming into balance. So this masculine probably had his emotions all over the place. And maybe even with you, Divine Feminine, he was acting all erratic and sporadic, you know, coming in and out and just being, you know, not knowing if he wanted to be with you or not, or not, I don't know if I want to be with anyone. So maybe your masculine said. But either way, the Temperance card is clarifying the King of Pentacles, because this masculine has not only maintained or attained his self-control, because he's an emperor now, right? He's also coming to a balance with himself. And for some, his health is getting better, because I feel like this masculine, like I said, low-grade depression, anxiety, you know, grief, despair. So this masculine is probably dealing with some health issues, physical issues in his body. And it's coming, his balance, his healing is coming, because, you know, like I said, everything is kind of turning up for him in the positive. Okay, let's do the Fool card, and I think, well, let's do the Eight of Wands. Let's see what these messages or this communication. Boom, right? Okay, so he's still clearly Seven of Cups. Still clearly trying to decide. This is making decisions. The Seven of Cups comes out. You know, 7 is also about spiritual awakening and completions. But I feel like this masculine is trying to decide how he's going to approach you. That's what I'm feeling from this card. Just trying to decide. There's a lot of different ways, a lot of different approaches he can make, but he's trying to decide which way is best for him. So it'll probably be just a little bit more. And touching the 8, I'm probably going to say that he's still a little bit in his head about it. Now, he's not in his head about whether he wants to be with you, but he is in his head about how he's going to do it, how the approach is going to come. So that's why the Fool is right here touching everything, because you got to figure out how to make this leap of faith towards what? You know, too many. Thank you. Too many. Just give me one, please, or two for the Fool, and then we'll go to the other one. Let me just hit that. Thank you so much for guys being here. Team Divine is always in full effect. 2 of Wands. Thank you. Then we'll check the bottom of the deck, you guys. 2 of Wands. So still, like I said, taking a leap of faith for the expansion. And of course, you know, 2, duality, partnership. You know, 2s represent that. But this is about making a choice, because you see clearly he made a choice. So there was somebody that was, so I am feeling, you know, a person or person, place, or thing, whatever it was, he had to decide what he wanted to do. When you see he's taking that wand, that thing that he's passionate about, that he considers his world even, and he's taking a leap of faith, right? So that's good with the fire energy out there with Aries. So Aries is out here twice. Yes, with the Emperor is Aries. So Aries and Taurus is out here twice. So definitely everybody's out here. Where are the cups? Yeah, 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups. So everybody's out here. So we'll see. Why I was shuffling the deck. I didn't mean to shuffle the deck, but that's the bottom. Oh, look at that. The Strength card. Yeah, he's strong. Look at the color scheme. All that yellow. All that sacral chakra, solar plexus. Ooh, excuse me. Come through. Come through root chakra with that red, right? It's identity, right? Power, creativity, passion. Okay, come through, right? Okay, driven, focus, and the Strength is here. Leo, probably happening soon, or 8. Leo is the number 8 card, August, or Leo season. And Leo season is July 22nd through August 22nd, I believe. So be looking out for this masculine to show you the real him, and including showing the world the real him during Leo season. Let's take that. Let's take that. So what's his soul calling him to do? What's his soul calling him to do? Then we'll get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. What is our divine masculine soul calling him to do? What's his... Whoa. All right. Create heaven on earth. Man, that's 3 cards. I just saw birthing a new age. They're all the same. So creating heaven on earth. So he's understanding now that he's part of the solution. He is part of the answer that's going on in this sometimes bleak, sometimes dark days we're living at times. I mean, you know, your reality is as you think it. But this masculine is understanding that he is in the light. And in Lemuria, this is a card about he probably is an alien. Do you know your divine masculine's not even from the earth? That's why you act like that. That's why you act so crazy. No, but the Lemuria card means creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Lemuria is one of Earth's lost lands where heaven really was like a place on earth. It was a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden, because in Lemuria, everything worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal. We were deeply reverent to Mother Earth, because y'all know that's what the quarantine was about. Getting your reverence back to Mother Earth. Get somewhere and sit down. But anyway, in Lemuria, they knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun was no better. You know what I mean? So everything was equal. Everything was in harmony. And so this masculine is really starting to see the light. He's really starting to feel very hopeful, believing that heaven can really be a place on earth. He is part of the transition team. He's starting to understand that he's part of the ones that's going to bring the harmony to the planet right now. So, you know, I know some of this probably part of his awakening was deciding that he didn't want to stay with that Queen of Swords energy or anything that was putting a thumb on him, holding him down, keeping him back, minimizing him, stigmatizing him. He didn't want to be a part of that because of what was going on in the world. You know, I got to wear a mask. I got to be told to stay in the house. I really feel like that had a profound effect. What we're in and what we came through had a profound effect on this masculine's awakening. And so he was looking at the affairs of the state of the planet, the affairs of the planet right now. And so he was just like holding the clear vision that he's going to be happy. It was almost like he was saying, I'm not going to die in this. I'm not going to live like this. I'm no longer going to be this way. You know what I mean? So he kind of awakened to the fact that, yeah, you know, I can create my heaven on earth. I can do this. And I want to have my life with my divine feminine too. And so, you know, the first thing he knew that he needed to do was begin to try to heal himself, or at least stand on his own 2 feet as an emperor. You know, he knows that he has to, in order to heal the world or heal the people, places, things around him, he must first heal himself as well as stand on his own 2 feet. There's no way you're going to take on a family or support people or be the patriarch if you are not yourself in charge. If somebody else is dictating your actions and calling all the shots, yeah, it would be very hard to have somebody come under you, if you will, submit or follow you, because where you're leading us, what you're doing, you don't even own your shoes. You know what I mean? So this masculine is definitely leveled up. King of Pentacles, the Emperor's out here, love it, creating heaven on earth. So his mind is good, his emotions are good, his soul is leading him back to where it all began, is telling him that you are part of the solution to what's going on in the world. Okay, how does this masculine feel about the relationship with his divine feminine? Give me this Lover's Oracle card. How does he feel? Give me just a message of his thoughts or hearts or whatever you want to say, whatever you want to show. Team Divine. Oh. Yeah, he realizes that he has been the runner, but he's very passionate. He is the, okay. He realized he's coming up as the runner. Or are you the runner? I don't know. Listen, this is what I'm going to say to y'all. Get the energy where you fit in. I'm not hearing real clear. I'm just going to be real honest, because I'm actually hearing this both ways. For some masculines, for some groups, they think that they know that you are the runner. And you probably were like, bump this when you get out of whatever you're in, holler at me. So they feel like you listen to your ego. It's, they might even say, it's all about you. You know, I'm in something, you know, I'm stuck, you know, you know, I love you, why are you acting like this? And so they feel like you ran from them or you are running from them because you have a fear of intimacy, you know, getting where you fit in divine feminine, because that is why a person would run. You don't necessarily run because, you know, somebody's cheating or with somebody else and but it is about, you know, if we did really come together, would they love me? Would I be able to keep them? That's that fear of intimacy. Yeah, I might get the prize, but will I be able to keep the person? You know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with somebody that's dealing with somebody else, you wonder if they do ever finally come, will I be enough? You know what I mean? So that's where the fear of intimacy comes in. And also the listening to ego is that part of like, you don't know who I am. The masculine actually knows who you are. Don't worry about it. He knows who you are full well, but he has to learn his lessons. And sometimes that takes what? patience and time, Temperance card. But he wants to say to you that there's a lot of passion that he has for you. You both are, the feelings are mutual. You like each other equally. He's ready to have some fun with you. And there's the chemistry between you guys is insane. All right, so stop running. And for the other messages, the masculine knows that he is the runner and he's trying to get that ego in check, you know, because the Emperor can be very stubborn, right? And also he did have that fear of intimacy. You know why? Because the Queen of Swords, let's get the beat it out of him. The Queen of Swords just kind of turned his stomach with the whole love thing because he was dealing with a very, very controlling energy. Very controlling, very berating energy. Okay? All right. And with that, so what masculine, so what do you want to say to your divine feminine? What advice do you want to leave her? What can she do for you? How can she help you? What is your message? I don't want that card. That's the wrong color. Sorry, y'all. I only need pink cards. So what do you want your divine feminine to say to you? Ooh, I'm not going to take that. What do you want to say to your divine feminine in passing, in leaving? I don't want that card either. Sorry, y'all. I separated this deck on the purpose of getting a certain message. Some of them are timing cards. Y'all, if y'all have the Romance Angels deck, y'all know them. I mean, the Romance Oracle deck, y'all know what I'm talking about. I wanted all fuchsia edges. All fuchsia. What's he saying? Boom. Whatever this is going to be lightning quick. Where's my 8 of Wands? Look at them together. Look for a sign. Your divine masculine wants to say to you, person watching, look for a sign, divine feminine, of his change. You're going to look for a sign of him bossed up, okay? 8 of Wands. He could be traveling towards you. He could be sending you a text message or a call or a phone call. Whatever it is, look at that lightning bolt. It's going to be suddenly. And whatever it is, it's going to stake his claim. He's going to draw his line in the sand. He's got, the angel has a scepter up. That's authority, right? The Emperor. Let me just let you see the look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look for a sign. For some of you, I'm hearing a message that he's just going to be very, very transparent. He's just going to be very, very transparent and talk to you. 8 of Wands. He's going to show you the real him or her. They're going to show themselves for real. Okay? All right. That is the Divine Masculine Energy Check-In. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, again, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notifications bell. If you want a personal reading, I do those. Just look for the blah, blah, blah. It's not a retrograde, so I can't even blame them. I'm just trying to talk fast. The description box below has everything for you about booking a session with me, a love and light session. So thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, guys, and each other. Until we meet again. Bye.